Hi everyone, my name is Twinkle and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about and give you an in detail information about the pre-employment checks that you have to undergo before joining Qatar Airways or any other Middle East airline as well, because they are pretty much the same. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then do consider subscribing and do not forget to press that bell button so that you don't miss any other new video by me. So previously I've also made a video where I discussed 10 medical issues that can create a problem or delay your medical checkups or your application altogether in Middle East or even in Indian Airlines. So if you haven't checked that video out, I'm going to put that in the description box and also somewhere here. So please go ahead, check that video out. So the motive of making this video is that after making that video, there were, and until date I am getting requests of people having some different issues like knock knees, thalassemia. Some people are asking me about scoliosis degree, back pains, hepatitis, chronic diseases, blood count, and so on and so forth. There were different problems of concern that they wanted to know my opinion on and they were not sure of. So I thought of making this video because these were not covered in that video. So I thought to make this video, and in this video I will actually show you all the forms, pre-employment checkup forms that you're going to undergo in your country, that you have to complete in your own country, and also some checks that you're going to do once you land in any Middle East country. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. So something that I want to tell you before I show you the forms is that this stage of medicals is the last stage. Once you get selected, all your rounds are cleared up, and you get a 100%, you go a thumbs up from the higher management, your photos are done, all of that, documents are verified, all of that is done, then comes your medical part. So once your recommendation email, something like this, will come to you asking you to fill up the medical forms, as well as a confirmation email of the receipt and some other things like this. So let me tell you something very important, that your medicals is your last stage after which also means that after you've completed, you've been selected for all your rounds, you've cleared it, you're done and dusted with your photo requirements check, you've got a thumbs up from the higher management, and then you will receive an email like this where they will tell you that you've been recommended for the position and they want you to start the pre-employment medical checkups. And at this point also they will ask you for a valid passport copy that you can see here, and also confirm the receipt of this email. So there will be a few instructions saying that you have to send all the reports through email or fax within 5 days of receiving this email, and a few instructions like these that they need to be in English. Such as some instructions, I'm going to read it out to you. It says, please print the pre-employment medical form attached to this email, which I'm going to show you and also discuss in a while. And then they want you to have all your reports completed in English. It's a very important point for any country that you're coming from. This reports need to be in English. That is something that is really, really important. And also they advise you to do any dental work that is pending, or if you have any checkups or any travel vaccinations, if your particular nationality requires it before arrival into Doha or in traveling in general, then you need to do that. Though they also mention that it is not a requirement to obtain medical clearance. I personally did not get, like, initially I'm sure that you must have got your hepatitis A, B injections when you were a child and all of that, but there's no need to show any card, or as such that's not a requirement for us. So yeah, and also an email passport copy. This is the time that you're going to tell them about your if it's valid from less than 1 year from now, then you will renew about. So all of that, this is the email that you will be receiving. So let me take you to the pre-employment form now. So there are going to be two forms. Form A is going to be an instruction form that talks about how you need to fill the form and all of that. I'm just going to take you through this form so that it is well explained. So they want you to, there's going to be a questionnaire, which is the form B, that I'm going to discuss after this. You're supposed to coordinate with you. So there's going to be a coordinator, recruitment coordinator, who's going to be sending you emails. So you are supposed to basically coordinate with them only. So they need you. They say that all the joining candidates have to undergo full medical screening by the Government Medical Commission in Doha as well, and the employment will be terminated if the candidates are not medically, like if they are medically unfit, or if there is any infectious disease profile, chest x-ray are abnormal, which I have told you before as well. Good general health with no disability which could compromise or impede continuous effect. Basically, any other diseases or any other problems that you have, you need to declare them. Any pre-existing medical conditions that requires a follow-up or a medical care or regular medical attention should be declared. So if you don't do that, then it will adversely affect your employment, which I have told you previously in my other videos. Any active, chronic, potentially relapsing conditions must also be highlighted, because what they are trying to tell you now is if you have any pre-existing condition like thalassemia or other conditions that are that require medical attention, not physically appearance, like people who ask me about knock knees, that is not going to cause you any problem internally, but it is related to your physical appearance. And if they clear you at then and there in the interviews, then you are good to go. You don't need to mention about them in these medical forms. However, if they have a problem, if the appearance is something which is not appropriate for them, then they will tell you, let you know then and there. So you will not reach until the position of having a medicals. So yeah, at this point, if you have any chronic disease, thalassemia, scoliosis, anything, you need to declare it right then and there, because once you reach Doha, then it will be a bigger cost involved and it will adversely affect your employment, which is definitely not a good thing for you and the company as well. So yeah, you can see that now you have to email them. These are the tests that you're supposed to do, and you have to complete them in 5 days and send it back. So the tests are detailed x-ray, chest x-ray report with pulmonary cardiac findings with comments on active and inactive lesion is a must. So whenever you're doing your reports, the things that they have written in bold, they need a comment on that. Thorax spine report, and they need a comment on the alignment, and if scoliosis is noted, then please provide Cobb's angle report. Well, I'm going to discuss this point in the next form, because I had to do this again because there was something which was missing, that is why I'm saying whatever comments they write apart from in the point, if they have made it bold, they are asking you to comment, they need a special comment from your doctor. So make sure your reports have all these points separately again, otherwise they will keep sending you back the emails and then you will keep doing it over and over again. And if you do it, if you kind of delay your application, this is not a good thing, and they might also get irritated that you don't understand instructions properly, and this can also adversely affect your employment. So keep all of these things in mind. The third thing is that they need your VDRL, HAV. These are all HIV2. These are all your blood tests that needs to be done. All of these will be seen by your doctor, so you don't need to worry about that. You have to take both these forms to the doctor so that they understand things better. Color vision test by Ishihara method only. So you have to make sure, tell them these number of plates are have to be done. Minimum 15 plates needs to be used, and all of these things have to be paid a lot of attention. Eye test reports only on the basis of Snell chart 20 by 20. Very important. You don't need to worry about this. Just show it to your doctor. Do it from a very good hospital and a good doctor, like a renowned doctor, so that you don't make a lot of mistakes in these. And detailed audiogram report with graph, basically your hearing test, also needs to be done. So these are a few basic tests that you need to be performing, and you have to see incomplete form may cause unnecessary delay and inconvenience. So please be advised that following medical conditions in the past may also preclude recruitment, means end your recruitment. Any conditions that can cause predisposing, means that can cause sudden incapacitation. Any epilepsy, migraine, severe migraine, neurological diseases, respiratory, cardiac diseases, psychiatric illness, depression, long-term illness, all of these needs to be brought to the attention of the company. If you think you really have it, then let them know, or if you just have it in your mind, don't talk about it much, right? So if you have something, just talk about it, because all these things, when they discover in Doha, they'll send you back and also sort of blacklist you. Okay, now coming on to the Form A, which is the questionnaire. So cabin crew pre-employment medical questionnaire. This is the questionnaire that they spoke about in the previous form, in the instructions form. This is very important. You need to attach this form with all your details, with all your reports that you're going to scan and send them. My suggestion, please put all of these in one single PDF. Don't just separately attach them. Put it in one PDF. If you don't know it, how to do it, please go out to a shop and do it and take some help externally. But don't make it a mess. Make it a clean file. Put it all together and send them in one PDF. Yeah, so this form needs to be done by your doctor itself. Talks about your nationality, interview date, full name, all of that you need to fill. Now coming on to the medical history. If you don't have any history, please put no everywhere. So they are going to ask about your fits, if you have any migraines, epileptic attack history, any physiological or psychological or psychiatric disorders, ENT disorders, back pain and joint disorders, any kind of heart disease or hypertension, any allergies or skin disorders if you have, please mention. Blood disorder, a lot of people ask me about thalassemia and sickle cell anemia. Please mention it here. What they are going to do is, whatever you're going to tick yes, they will ask you a separate report by your doctor asking details about that condition. They're going to show it in to their medical doctor, company doctor, and then they're going to follow up. If it's okay with them, then only they're going to proceed with it. So when you ask me answers about particular diseases or particular conditions, problems, we don't have an answer to this, because every company is different and you have to check it with the company doctor. Even the recruitment coordinators will check it with their company doctors, their special airline doctors, and they will only give you a thumbs up, a green flag to proceed further or not. So if you have this condition, you have to let them know by now. Don't wait until you reach Doha. For people, if you have conditions like this, don't wait until going to that place, right? Do not hide anything. Okay, coming up here also they will ask you about if you smoke. Please write no here, because it's a no tolerance policy. Okay, if you have any surgical scars or medical scars, if you have any of them, any tattoo, any scar, birthmarks, you have to provide details here. I will come up to this in a while. Endocrine disease, thyroid, menstrual disorders, tuberculosis, asthma, visual problems, color blindness, motion sickness requiring drugs. So if you have little bit of vertigo or little bit of motion sickness, it's okay. But if you need to take drugs and it is of the severity is more, then you need to mention it. My personal advice would be, don't mention it here if it's a little bit of a problem and it can be controlled, right? Any medical illness, varicose veins or cancer, if you have spider veins also, you need to mention it here. Current medications, if you have any, if you don't take it, don't provide your vitamins and things that you're taking. Don't provide it unnecessarily. Don't do anything. Provide your examination reports, ticket, whatever reports, you'll fill it after taking your results, like after having your reports by the doctors. Ask your doctor to have a final look on all those reports and ask him to fill all these details. It's pretty much easy. They know what to do. And your blood group, etc. will be checked and they need to fill all of that. Yeah, coming on to the scar and surgical treatment. So you all know that I had a scar and I obviously had details. I told my doctor about it and he wrote in his language. I'm going to just flash the form, the filled form in front of you right now so you can understand it better. Well, also to inform you, all the costs for these tests will be borne by you and they are not reimbursed. They are not refundable. So please don't have any such expectations. One thing that I have to talk about here is my scoliosis test, which is my X-ray. So if you see here, when they mentioned about my dorsal spine curve is maintained, The doctors forgot to mention about, they did not comment on my scoliosis degree or Cobb's angle, whatever degree it was. If you have it, even if it's the minor thing, you need to they need to have a comment from your doctor. So I had to do it all over again. I'll show you, I'll share with you the email that I received and then the report I needed to correct it and send them back. My medicals were particularly delayed because of the spine test and the scar test, which took a very long time because they asked me to get concealed version, non-concealed version. Then when all of this was done, they asked me to get no objection certificate, and then the reason also of why how I got this scar, and they need it from a doctor. Now you cannot tell them, they need a no objection certificate, a medical certificate from a doctor that you're fit to fly and all of that. So you need to explain the doctor, and the doctor will write the reason, and also that they will know that this scar will not cause any problems. They need it from a doctor. You can see here a screenshot that I will put up, and the report that my doctor gave that I had to submit to the department. And also this is the corrected report. If you can see there, they mentioned about the comment that they needed about the scoliosis degree and the Cobb's angle. So whatever questions I get about the scoliosis degree, if how much is normal and if it is okay or not, we don't have an answer to this. People will make guesses and there will be rumors about it on the internet, but the decision about this is only made by the company. So when you do your x-ray, ask your doctor to give it a comment about what is the degree and all of that, because they need a comment on that. Yeah, so these were the most important things in your medical certificates. So these are the two forms that you need to fill in and give them. My advice would be that please be professional and fill it all together, like get it done within time, because all of these tests will take 2 to 3 days, and my advice, do it all in one day and get done with it and give it to them. Make sure that you put it in one file. And also if you have any confusions regarding any conditions that you're not sure of, or you want to confirm, then you can email your joining coordinator or recruitment coordinator and ask them. If you ask me that you want to know about them, you want to ask them about your diseases or about your conditions or whatever it is you want to call, in the interview itself, that makes no sense because that is not the right time. Please get selected first. Go ahead, get a green flag, get a thumbs up, a clearance from the higher management about your photographs and your scars and everything. And then when you get a recommendation letter for a thumbs up for your medicals, then only go and proceed and ask all these questions from your joining coordinator. And that was all for this video. I hope you found this video helpful. If there are any other questions related to medicals that you're going to do in your country, and also before I finish it, these are the kind of medicals and a little more that you're going to perform in their country also. And also do not forget to carry, it will be mentioned of course, to carry all these originals also with you. Once you go there, you'll be asked to submit, and they'll probably recheck and verify it. You are also asked to take it with us, so you'll have to take it with you and submit it to them. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. I hope I've covered the medical tests, the medical conditions that you need to make sure that you mention to them, and the tests that you'll have to undergo. They're not a lot, but yeah, if you have any confusions, you have any questions, put it down in the comment section, and I will see you in my next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.